Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. It's your boy Rudy here again today. I am gonna bring my brother Bart on the line real quick. Bart, come on, and great. Okay. Bart, invitation sent. Let me know if you got it. Invite sent. Great job, great job, great job. What's so? Okay. Yes, sir. Hey, Bart, can you see me? I'm live now. Invitation sent again. Hey Charles, what's going on, Charles? What's going on? What's up, my brother? I know, man. I know it's rocking here over here in New York. It's kind of chilly. It's about 36 degrees out here today, but you know, we gotta get it done. You know, we gotta get it done. Hey Bart, what's going on, my brother? Come on, let's go. Are you able to jump on? Let me know. Thank you so much, Charles. You know, when we got this, like, okay, Bart, come on, Bart is on. Great, approve.
I'm gonna pull this a little bit. Good afternoon, Peggy.
Boom, Rudy. Man, we got this technology working now, my buddy.
I know. We got it working. We got it working right now, man. What's going on, my brother? How's your Saturday morning going so far?
Boy, I tell you what, this morning was off the chain. I mean, talk about an amazing flight school this morning. Every which way but loose. It was off the chain.
It was off the chain, man. I mean, I was at the gym. I listened to the flight school. Then I came back. I was like on the flight school, and the CEO jumped on the flight school. I was like, wow, this is off the chain. We got almost 1,900 people on the flight school this morning. Hey, Peggy said totally. It was a blast. It was a blast, Peggy.
It was unreal what we were doing. I'm gonna share a watch party to increase the number of people coming in. But oh my God, it was just amazing what we had going on this morning. And you know, anytime that Mr. Holton Bugs is in the house, it is something that you just really have to appreciate on a much higher level than what you could ever think possible.
Totally, I totally agree, man. You know, it's all about what we'll be, what we'll be talking about. I know we heard him loud and clear. He gave some nuggets out there, and the gym, the gym event is already sold out.
I know, already sold out. I cannot wait for this thing. And you know something that really I thought was so powerful. You know, Mr. Jonathan Green.
Oh my! Look, listen, man. I just said. I mean, I was listening to that training while I was working out. Like, oh my God, this is the downloadable content right here.
and not only that, I mean, he is a mentor to you and me, and I mean, when he talked about information becomes validation, becomes confirmation. I was like, man, and just the, I say this so many times, but my God, the chemistry that everyone has.
Oh my God.
You can't bottle and sell that. You can't say we have it. You have to show it and live it. And that's what these guys do every single day.
Absolutely. I just want to give a shout out to my coach. Hey, Mark Dre. Paul,
hey, Mark.
Dre, come on, man. I really appreciate your leadership, man. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, just like you said. Just that confirmation, the validation. I mean, it was amazing. His wife was also there.
I know
what you did to me.
I know. Yeah, exactly. But Jim, when she was talking about it, but isn't that part of life? Aren't those the 3 steps in the life? You get information, you turn that into validation,
right?
And then when you start to do it, it becomes confirmation.
Absolutely, because at that time, I mean, during that confirmation period, you're already convinced that it's working. You're already convinced. Talking about what is working, man.
Right.
I mean, I was really appreciative of, you know, the CEO putting out that list, that long list, an extended list of people who are going to get it. Oh my God! He said, even if I got a penny, it's good because guess what? It works.
It works. It works. I mean, when he showed the list of people in September alone that saved on their travel, I mean, that list went on and on and on. Hey, Charles, welcome, guy. You know, it just was amazing. Amazing. Merle just joined us. Hey, Merle.
Man, come on. Thank you guys for jumping on.
Just amazing. And you're right. You know, someone made a penny. That means someone saved 2 cents.
Right.
So what? It works. I mean, 2 cents is 2 cents. It works. I mean, Lori Spears and Mr. Bugs even showed examples of where you save $1,400 on a hotel in New York.
Absolutely.
I mean, I was just there. I saved $280. I mean, you know, it's just crazy what this thing does. But you know something, the nugget I took away from all of that Mr. Bugs is talking about?
Right.
When Apple started, they were called Apple computers.
Absolutely. And I know you were right there.
Right there. And now they're called Apple. Right. Holton Bugs had the vision to never call us ibüümerang travel.
Correct.
Never call us that because we're so much more than that. And there's so much more coming than that. So yeah, I mean, just amazing.
Talking about this technology, I had a guy whom I contacted, you know, we got connected on LinkedIn, and he said, you know, he saw the ID site. He said, "Man, I really love this company. I love the company. I love the opportunity. I love the business opportunity. You know, but I have another business, and I have an insurance for my travel, so I get kind of free travel and stuff." I said, "Hey, listen, man, we're not a travel company.
No,
we're not even a travel club where people kind of think about, hey, Mel, we're not even a travel club. People think about travel and stuff. We're not a travel club. We're not a travel company. We're a tech company." You know, when I actually went ahead and extended the conversation, and I extended to him what we've been going through. You know, what hey Therese, I extended to him what we've been doing so far, like the new technology, like Vibe Ride coming under 30 days. We're gonna have Vibe Ride,
right?
And now, and also extended the boom mover. He was like, "Wow, this is crazy." He said, "I'm gonna get a best friend of mine to jump on this as well." I said, "Let's do it, man."
In fact, I was having a meeting with Peggy yesterday, and God, this lady is just amazing. But she went out and she found out on our site where people could buy tickets, discount tickets, to go see the touring company of Wicked, and it includes a restaurant card. Yes.
Wow. Oh my God.
Out on our site. I mean, just because you went out looking, I mean, it's amazing.
You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking right now? Peggy is gonna be the next Lori Spears.
Yes, she is. She is.
I can't believe it. Like, I mean, I really enjoyed Lori Spears going through this morning with all the,
oh my God,
you know, showing us the filters and stuff. And so many people didn't know how to use the filters. And it was amazing how we got, you know, how she was able to like give us all the information about the filters, how you can actually use your reward points for your hotel. You know, I know you and I have been benefiting so much from the reward points and stuff. And I was able to use the reward points for my car rental, over there, you know, in Boston.
Right. Well, I mean, the thing in New York when we first went there, it was going to be at Restoration Plaza. So I used the filter and I said, what hotels are close to Restoration Plaza within a 2-mile radius?
Right.
And I said, I did that. And I found the DoubleTree right there in the financial district. And now, of course, when it was up in New Jersey, that was more than 2 miles away. But that was okay. Didn't mind that because it was such a good location and a good deal. And it turned out to be amazing because the New York Marathon was going on. And had I been downtown, I'd been in the middle of all of that.
Absolutely.
I was able to sleep peacefully.
And guess what? We took the bus and we made it to Jersey.
Exactly. And that was so awesome. And then our brother Troy brought us back on. I love him.
Right. You know, but you know what, man? I'm thinking about the conversation for today. There was something that came up and it said, "What's so? Like, what so could apply, can actually apply to everything that we do.
Right. Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
No, so yeah, so what so? I mean, again, I think back to Jonathan Green and the way in which he approached the whole thing.
Right.
And what that told me was, when you look at life a certain way, and you look at life with those 3 steps of information, validation, confirmation, or as Mr. Bug says, curiosity, confirmation, confidence.
Right.
When you approach life that way, everything comes into play. Everything.
Absolutely. And I'm looking at what's so important.
Right.
What's so important. Like right now, this is the time. I know yesterday we spoke about entrepreneurship. We spoke about the granddaughter, the granddaughter analogy. But what's so important in actually being in front of this opportunity right now?
Oh, absolutely. Give a shout out to Tawana Williams and David. Welcome joining us. Here's what's so important. Think back to when Uber first got started. Think back to when Amazon got started. Or I'm going to use my own self as an example. I was part of a pilot project with that little fruit company called Apple. Right. Before the internet was ever took off like it did.
Right.
Steve Jobs had the vision. Did Steve Jobs know at that time he was going to invent the iPod that became the iPhone and then become the iPad? No.
Probably not, yeah.
But he knew that there was unlimited possibilities.
Right.
And so what we were developing at that time, today the best analogy is it's called Wikipedia. It's just a place where you go and find information. But no one had ever done that before. So what's so important is, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten.
Right.
Always. And so you look at it from the outside. So today, I mean, this opportunity right here, and it won't last much longer before we start up that curve. Right now, we're at the beginning of something. We have one vertical that's live. We're about to have a second vertical to come live with Vibe. And then a third vertical called come live with Boom Mobile.
Right.
Amazon didn't stop with 3. Holt and Bugs didn't stop it with 3.
Absolutely.
I mean, they've got 5, 10, 15, 20 years already planned out.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you're looking at it. I love what he said about Apple this morning. He said him and his wife, they're already the customers of Apple Stream right now.
Right.
But it's so funny because we haven't even released. I mean, we're not even up to a year. We're not even up to 6 months after launch. We're not even up to 6 months old after launch. But we already have all these products in the pipeline. We already have all these products that we're releasing. And I can only imagine somebody being in front of this opportunity, being a business owner in this opportunity, and how much product we're going to be releasing. Just like you said, we're not branded ibüümerang Travel.
No, we're not.
We're just ibüümerang.
We're just ibüümerang. And today he said something that I thought, oh my God, I can see it. They have a room where they go in and do their planning and their conference room. That's that room. But they have another room that's set aside for nothing but ideas.
Yeah. Oh,
the what if room.
Oh, man.
Just the fact that you have a room set aside where only thing that goes on in here are ideas.
Right.
You have created unlimited possibilities then.
Right. You know, and I'm thinking about a what if room. I'm thinking about the idea room. I'm thinking about that moment when President Obama was sitting there where they were planning about Osama bin Laden. Like, sitting in that idea room where everybody brings ideas about what is it, how are we going to help our ambassadors to take, to reach the future? How are we going to make ambassadors be able to have 1 million transactions run through our platforms every day?
Absolutely. I mean, Charles just said something really incredible. He says, you've got to believe in your product, your dream, and yourself. And that third part is probably the most important part. Yeah. If you don't believe, I mean, you can have an amazing product. You can dream all day long.
Right.
But unless you believe in yourself,
nothing's going to work.
Nothing. No, I mean, I laughed when Mr. Bugs was talking about his mother used to take him to Jacques Panay's. And I thought, oh my God, that's what my mother called it. I thought I grew up out in the country. I grew up out in the hood in the country because I mean, J.C. Penney was called Jacques Panay because it gave you that thought you're going to someplace special and you're getting something really incredible. And so that mindset is what carries you through.
Absolutely.
It's what carries you through.
Talking about mindset, man, you just hit on something very, 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 very crucial because something happens when somebody is excited.
Right.
When you're excited, you can do anything.
Exactly.
You can jump on an opportunity. You can do
Mhm.
anything when you're excited. But guess what? That excitement is quick to drop down. Where as soon as
Yes.
that excitement drops, that's when we actually know who's going to be successful because
Right.
it's the ability for you to do something when the excitement that triggered you is
Mhm.
gone away.
That's right.
Then you want to look at how committed you are
Right.
into being consistent in that opportunity, into being consistent in whatever activity that you use in
Right.
your life without that excitement.
Exactly. In fact, when you were talking about excitement, the one verb came to my mind was adrenaline. It's when that
Right.
adrenaline starts to take over. I
Right.
mean, and I mean, you went to the gym this morning and you worked out, and so you had that motivation, that adrenaline, that pumping going on, and you were
Right.
listening to the flight school, and it just, I can only imagine you probably had a hell of a good workout because there was so much
You
going
bet I
on.
did.
There was so much going on right there that you just kept that momentum going.
Right.
When I look at the fact that this is, the second weekend in November,
Right.
and it's like, oh my God, there's only maybe 6, 7 weeks to the end of the year.
Right.
I don't look at that saying, okay, cool, come on, 2020. I say, oh my God, what can I accomplish between now and then?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because the most important thing is sometimes we are planning for the future.
Right.
Sometimes we think about the plan. We think
Mhm.
about planning for the future
Mhm.
without necessarily looking at what we've actually achieved and how much time we have to really crush those goals that we had set in the past. Because
Exactly.
2019 is not over yet.
No, it's not.
2019 is not over yet, and somebody out there watching this, you have an opportunity of actually stepping up. You
Mhm.
know, you want to step up and prepare for your 2020 because 2020 is not. You're not going to plan for 2020 when 2020 happens. You're
Right.
planning for 2020 right now by accomplishing or by setting yourself in front of opportunities that are going to be, that are going to make you successful in 2020.
Absolutely, you're exactly right. And Peggy had a great book that she was reading, and she said that someone told her about, talked to her about, well, that's just another pyramid thing. And
Right.
she said, well, you know what's on the back of a dollar bill? A pyramid. And I started thinking about that. And I think since we talked yesterday about this whole concept of pyramids, take
Right.
this for an analogy. All right.
Right.
The World Series just ended. I mean, sports again. The World Series just ended. We're college football going on, pro football coming up as basketball, March Madness. What happens? So let's say
Right.
16 teams make the playoff. 16
Right.
becomes 8, becomes
Right.
4, becomes
Right.
2,
Becomes two, and
becomes 1.
somebody's gonna win.
And is that a pyramid?
It is a
Yes.
pyramid.
Life is a pyramid. Life is a pyramid. You've got to have that foundation. And from that, you
Yes.
decide, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and you make it happen.
It's just, I mean, you just said it right. Like life is a pyramid. Life is a pyramid because
Right.
looking at even us,
Mhm.
growing up, if you ask a kid, what
Right.
do you want to be in your life? They have an opportunity of being anything.
Right. Right.
They have an opportunity of saying, I want to be anything. I want to be this. I want to be that. I want to be this.
Right.
But as soon as they grow older, guess what? Those opportunities, their mindset starts shifting. Their
Exactly.
mindset starts shifting. At some point, they go to college, they achieve whatever certificate or degree. Then they want to be a professional. You say, no, I don't just want to be a professional. I want to be an expert in something. You want to be
Right.
an expert in one thing. At the end of the day, they're an expert in just one item, in just one profession.
That's
But
right.
when they were growing up, they had all these thoughts about,
That's right.
being an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever it is.
Right.
But at the end of the day, they're at the top with just one, being an expert in just one profession.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're right. So Charles says, with your mind, you decide what you want, but it's with your actions, you determine if you will reach it. That's right.
Oh man, Charles.
Wow.
Charles, I just love your content. Hey,
Yeah.
Philip is out there. Estelle, hello
Hello.
to you, Estelle. Thanks so much for jumping on. But Charles just said it really right.
Right. Right.
Because your mindset, the way you position your mind, that's how you're gonna achieve anything. The way
Absolutely.
you set your mind, and guess what? Your activity and your productivity.
Mm-hmm.
I love what Mr. Jonathan Green just said today because I
Oh
mean
my God.
he just gave a whole new nugget about
Right.
how we can actually go out there and build this organization, because most of the time we limit ourselves just to the people that we know.
Exactly. Exactly. It's not about that. It's about, I mean, look, it's, especially with social media.
Right.
I mean, look at who you're friends with on Facebook. How many of those have
Right.
you personally met?
I
Look
know.
at the connections you have on LinkedIn. How many of those have you currently met? I remember when I did some consulting work at City Mortgage back many years ago, and there was
Right.
a lady who was in charge of the IT department, and she called everyone she worked with her customers.
Wow.
She didn't call them any. I mean, she didn't say the person in this department or my supervisor. She called everybody her customers, and
Right.
she treated them as if she was a customer herself.
Right.
And I thought, well, I remember Jessica doing that modeling. And when you just talked about Mr. Jonathan Green, the same thing. I mean,
Right.
everyone that's in social media, everyone that we know from somewhere, that's a customer. And
Right.
and when he and Spencer Iverson was here, Mr. Spencer Iverson gave Peggy a great nugget, and that is, you never really go out and do cold calling because you're at a disadvantage.
Right.
But if I knew that you knew someone, and I was going to call on them, I'd say, hey, Rudy Malle knows you, and he and I are good friends, and he said maybe I should give you a conversation. Right there,
Right.
I have credibility.
Right.
I have credibility.
Totally. I mean, he gave an amazing conversation, because
Right.
he said, you don't limit yourself to who you know,
Right.
and the way you just said it. We have all the social media platform. We have all the connection, all the friends. So many times we always
Right.
think about posting stuff and looking up for somebody to like our stuff, looking for
Right.
people to comment on our stuff. But guess what? Why don't you step up your game? Be an ambassador. Be an agent. Be an agent of change. Let them be able to see what you do, and let them be able to see how you can add value to their lives. It's not just about adding contacts. It's not just about connecting with people and expecting them to like your post. Be valuable. You want to go out there and help somebody change their life, because guess what? Somebody out there might be dealing with something.
Exactly right. And I saw a posting this morning from my friend Amaker, and he and I are talking tomorrow night about this opportunity. He said that Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook are starting to test out on Instagram, taking the likes away on Instagram. And I thought to myself, wow, what an empowering concept. Because then you have to go out and take that one step further to get you to that next level with someone. It's not about just putting an ad out there and hoping someone will respond to it. This isn't Craigslist, and it's all about building that relationship. It's all about that. Yeah. Right.
I totally understand, man. Our chat has been fired up. We have so many people fired up today, but I just love the energy and the connection and the all the information that we keep helping people out there, man.
Right.
But you know what I'm truly excited about? The plan we have and our flyer that was launched last night.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You and me both. I am so pumped about this. I tell the world, because this is a game changer for us. This is a truly game changer for us.
Hey guys, if you're watching this, guess what? Every Monday and Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Bart and I, we're going to be doing our Zoom business opportunity call. We are giving you an opportunity to see this business on a wide scale. We're giving you an opportunity to see this business and see how it can actually change your life and the life of other people around you. So we have put a package. We've put a package together, and we have a flyer going out on both on our social media platforms. Go out there, check it out. Make sure you mark your calendars, because you do not want to miss. It's not going to be one or two. It's going to be every Monday and Wednesday until. Until.
That's right. until.
Right. But you don't want to miss that.
No, you don't. Because what that does, when you and I first started talking about this and how can we get to another level, the one thing we know is that the more information you put out, the more information you receive back too.
Absolutely.
And for us, this is as much of a growing and motivational opportunity as in for anyone else out there. And so just to say, if we can do it, you can do it.
You can do it. Absolutely. Yes. And I'm super excited, not just about opportunity that we're giving out,
right,
but how much we're also helping people on our teams.
Absolutely.
People in our teams don't feel proud about anything. Don't feel like Mr. Hottenbuck said, we're not competing against each other.
No.
We're competing against the better version of ourselves. That's who we're competing. That's
exactly.
who we're competing. If you have anybody, you have your prospect, you have customers you want to put in the call, guess what? Share this flyer with them. Tell them to jump on, be on the call, and let's all help people out there, because guess what? Somebody out there is dealing with something and they need an opportunity.
Right. Exactly right. And the caution is, if you don't do it, someone else will, and that's going to be someone that's your best friend, or that's someone you work with. They're going to find out about this, and that one's gone by the wayside. That's okay.
Right.
There's millions and millions and millions of people out there in the world.
Absolutely.
And so share this with people all over the globe. Put it out there, and then when it's over, follow up with them. I mean, you'll see on your social media feed who is joining you, and then follow up with them.
Right. Totally agree. Totally agree, man. I love what we do.
I do too, man.
Wait for other opportunities that we can do that to people. Because somebody out there who have been checking this out, watching our videos, they'll be like, oh my God, what's this ibüümerang thing all about? I've been watching this guy, so maybe today's my first day checking them out. But what can you tell them, man?
If it's on mine or on Rudy's, or whether it's on Charles or Peggy's or Tawana's or Merle's or whomever that you're watching, just type in the comments, tell me more. And we will send you information about ibüümerang. If you want to check out this technology that we have and what's about to transpire, just type me, M-E, and you get a free ibüümerang. Never a fee, never a membership, never a catch, never nothing. It's all just right out there for you, just like you're shopping on Amazon. And you will see the discounts after discounts after discounts out there. It doesn't work unless you save.
Absolutely. I love it, man. And just the last promo out there. If you want to hear from the CEO himself, if you want to hear from the from the Hustle Smart himself, don't forget Wednesday.
Yes.
Wednesday is coming up. There's a powerhouse presentation going on by the CEO and all the diamonds. Oh man.
Yes.
That's gonna blow Facebook away, man.
It is.
I can only imagine.
I mean, it will put Facebook into convulsions. I mean, there's gonna be 20, 30, 40,000 people on the Facebook call at one time.
Wow.
Easily.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I love it, bro. I can't wait for us to jump on again tomorrow. But you and I we're gonna touch base later, because we're just gonna do some finishing touches on the network that next week. All right, but I'll talk to you soon, man.
Boom, Rudy.
Boom.